Hi, how are you? Did you go through my lectures in the previous classes? Where I discussed about the mole concepts, the atomic mass, relative atomic mass, Avogadro's law. Don't think that mole concept is over. Mole concept is not that it will be over in one or two lectures. These are all chemical arithmetics. Mole concept is involved in all and each and every discussions we are now continuing. Okay, so many of you people commented and asked, sir, is mole concept over or not? No, mole concept is not over. Mole concept is, these are all a part that is involved in mole concepts. Okay, rather we can say mole concept is continuing. We will find more applications in mole concept in the further classes. Okay, now today's discussion is percentage composition of a compound. It is the mass percent of each component in a compound. Look carefully. What is that? It is the mass percent of each component in a compound. For example, beta, if I take C2H6, what will I take? C2H6. Now tell me, what is the atomic mass? What is the atomic mass? Carbon. So 12 mu into 2. How much? 24 AMU. Plus hydrogen. Total 1 into 6, 6 AMU. So the atomic mass is equals to 30 AMU. Do you agree with me or not? Now the question comes, so what is the percentage of carbon? Is it 24 by 30 into 100? Yes or no? Yes or no? So it becomes how much? 80%. 6 4 the 24, 6 5 30, 20. Done. What is the percentage of hydrogen here? Is it 6 by 30 into 100? 20%. So the mass percent, these are the percentage by mass. So the mass percent of each component in a compound is called percentage composition of a compound. Now we will be giving you percentage composition, and from that you have to find the molecular formula and empirical formula. Okay, now I will be giving you what? I will be giving you percentage composition, and from that you have to find out what? The molecular formula and the empirical formula. I have discussed in my previous lecture what is empirical formula and what is molecular formula. So let us go for the questions. Now the next discussion is calculation of empirical formula from percentage composition. How can I calculate? Look here. Calculation of empirical formula from percentage composition. Calculation of empirical formula by or formula from percentage composition. Now look here. If I'll give you a question with an example. If the percent composition of hydrocarbon is given as carbon percent 80 and hydrogen percent 20. Done. Then find the empirical formula. Now they have given the percent composition of hydrocarbon as carbon is given 80% and hydrogen is given now 20%. Now very simply, if I convert this data to a 100 gram concept, if solution, how can we go for the solution? If the total mass of compound, total mass of compound is 100 grams, is how many grams? 100 grams. Now tell me, my dear students, 100 grams matlab 80 gram carbon, 20 gram hydrogen, isn't it? Now I got the mass. If someone asks you number of moles, mass in gram by molar mass is 12, isn't it? So how can I divide it? Can I divide it by 4? 4 2 ja 8, 0, 4 3 ja 12, 20 by 3. Now, in this case, number of moles, 20 by 1, 20. Now, what is this mole ratio? Mole ratio of carbon is to hydrogen, 20 by 3 is to 20, isn't it? Now, so what 20 by 3 is to 20 is how much? 1 by 3 is to 1, isn't it? Isn't it 1 by 3 is to 1? Doubt? Clear? Or can I write this as 1 is to 3? Did I get the formula here? Is it 1 is to 3? So what is the empirical formula? Empirical formula is CH3. Matlab carbon 1, H3. Now what is the empirical mass? What is the empirical mass? Carbon 12, hydrogen 3. How much? 15. Now check it out. Any doubt in this case? Did I make you understand this concept clear? Can I go for one more question? Huh? Any doubts? One more question, please. Next question. Now, to the same question, I want to add a small question. The question sometimes may be given that if vapor density of this compound is 15, calculate the molecular formula. To this same question, if this is added, if the vapor density, can I rub this? This question is given to the same question. If the vapor density of this compound is 15, calculate the molecular formula. Question is given. Question part B. If vapor density of the compound is 15, calculate the molecular formula. Okay, now it's easy for you. Now, did you remember empirical formula? CH3. A empirical mass 15. Let me help you with this question. Now, if the vapor density of the compound is 15, molecular formula is how much? Look here. Vapor density 15, molecular or molar mass is 15 into 2. How much? 30. Now, molar mass by empirical mass is equals to how much? 2. The n factor is 2. And we know that molar mass, or we can say that molar formula, molecular formula is equals to empirical formula into n, isn't it? Now this is n. I taught you in the last class, isn't it? N. Because molar mass is the actual formula, empirical formula is the simplest formula. And when simplest formula is multiplied by this n factor, we get what? Molecular formula. Again I am telling you, molecular formula is the actual formula. Empirical formula is the simplest molar ratio. When the simplest molar ratio is multiplied with the n integer, we will get the actual molecular mass. For example, C6H12O6 is the molecular formula. CH2O is the empirical formula. ठीक है? If I divide the molecular mass 180 by the empirical formula mass, I will get n factor. What will I get here? N factor. That n multiplied with this n will be how much? 6. If I multiply 6 to this formula, I will get this formula. From where I will get that n? That n is from division of molecular formula by empirical formula. I will get n. If I multiply this n with this formula, multiplying this n with this formula will give this formula. Similarly, here the n factor is 2. So if I multiply 2 to this, so what is the formula here? C2H6 is the original molecular formula. Easy? Understood? Can I come again? I will divide the molecular formula mass of molecular mass by empirical formula mass. What will I get? Molecular mass by empirical formula mass or empirical mass. So I will get what? N. If I multiply this n with the empirical formula, I will get what? Molecular formula. Easy? Done? One more question. Next is percentage composition by mass of a hydrocarbon is carbon percent is given 600 by 11. Only this much is given. Calculate the empirical formula. What is given? This much is given, and they have asked to calculate the empirical formula. Now, how can I solve it? Solution. Let the mass be 100 gram. Now this 100 gram, here it has carbon and hydrogen. Now percentage of carbon is how much? 600 by 11. Now how much percentage of hydrogen? Can I do like this? 100 minus, sorry, it is how much? 100 minus, this is percentage, right? 100 minus 600 by 11 is equals to 500 by 11. Now, how to find the number of moles of carbon? 600 by 11 divided by 12, isn't it? So, I will get how much? 50 by 11. Now, divide this by 1, 500 by 11. Now, what is the mole ratio? Here, mole ratio. Here, mole ratio is equals to of carbon is to hydrogen is 50 by 11 is to 500 by 11 is equals to 1 is to 10. Easy? So, carbon, what is the empirical formula? Empirical formula is equals to CH10. Please check it out. Any doubts? Please check it out. Clear? Now, one more question on this percentage composition, then we will go for some miscellaneous questions. Now the next one. Next one is also a very important one. If the percentage composition by mass of a compound is given in such manner, look here. It's given if the percentage composition by mass of a compound is percentage of carbon is 40%, percentage of hydrogen is 6.66%, percentage of oxygen is 53.34%. The question is, find the empirical formula. Option A, find the empirical formula. Okay, now look here. Here, let it be 100 grams. Now what we have here? We have carbon percent, hydrogen percent, oxygen percent. How much? 40%. So it will take how much? 40 grams, 6.66 grams, and here 53.34 grams. Isn't it? Now, if I divide this with 12, okay, I'll get approximately 3.33. If I divide this by 1, I'll get approximately, to find the mole number of moles. How much? 6.66. And here divided by 16, I'll get 3.33. Okay. Now do not approximate it, and do not write down that approximation that it is carbon 3 or hydrogen 6 and oxygen 3. It will be a devastation. What I have to do? I will take the minimum value of mole and divide with everyone. Which one is the minimum? This is minimum. Now divide it by everyone. 3.33 by 3.33. 1. 6.66 by 3.33. The minimum value will be divided with everyone. It is 2. 3.33 divided by 3.33. 1. Now what is the empirical formula? The empirical formula is CH2O. Done. Was it easy? Now the second part of the question goes, if the molecular formula, if the molar mass is 180, find the molecular formula. If the molar mass is 180, then find the molecular formula. Okay. Now molar mass is 180. Now from this, can you tell me what is the empirical mass? 12 plus 2, 14 plus 16, how much? 30. Empirical mass is 30. Now integer n is equals to molar mass by empirical mass, that is equals to 180 by 30, how much? 6. Isn't it? Now we know that molecular formula is equals to empirical formula into n. Now the empirical formula is CH2O. So molecular formula is equals to 6 into CH2O. It becomes how much? C6H12O6. And we know this is glucose or fructose also. They both have same formulas. Okay? Easy. Now I will do some numericals up till the topics I taught to you now in mole concepts. ओके सो अब तक जो मोल कॉन्सेप्ट में हम लोग जो पढ़े हैं उसके बारे में हम लोग कुछ क्वेश्चंस डिस्कशन करेंगे. डन. स्टार्ट. Now here goes the next question. An element X has following isotopic composition: X 200 90%. This element XXX, the isotope 200 is having 90%. The isotope 199 atomic number at mass number 199 is 8.0%, and the mass number 202, same atomic number but different mass numbers are called isotopes. Same atomic number, X will be having same atomic number, therefore it is called therefore they have the same element having different mass number is called isotopes. Here the isotope 200 is 90%, here it is 8.0%, here it is 2%. What is the average atomic mass? Beta, I have taught you already. Average atomic mass is the sum of Fi into Ai. What is Fi? Fractional abundance. What is Ai? Atomic mass. Okay? What is this given here? Here we have found that Fi is fractional abundance, where Ai matlab atomic mass of that fractional abundance. How much this one? 200. Isn't it? Yes or no? Or I can say only atomic mass. Now tell me, In this case, first case, 200 into 0.9 plus 199 into 0.08 plus 202 into 0.02. Now what are these values? This is 180, 9 to 18, isn't it? 180 plus 15.92 plus 4.04. You have to calculate it. Okay, it comes approximately how much? 200. Done. Easy. Did I discuss this question with you, or did I discuss this concept with you? Clear? Next question. Now this question, what is the mass of one C12 atom? Here we all know that 1 mole of C12 atoms has mass, gram atomic mass, 12 grams. It means 6.023 into 10 to the power 23 atoms mass is 12 gram. So mass of one atom is equals to 12 by 6.023 into 10 to the power 23. It comes how much? 1.99 into 10 to the power minus 23 grams. Okay? Easy? One more question. The next question. This question is based on Avogadro's law. I taught you in the last class. What is Avogadro's law? Do you remember? Equal volume of all the gases under similar conditions of temperature and pressure contain equal number of molecules. I taught you in the last class. Do you remember? Equal volume. If I take three gases, A, gas B, gas C, volume V, volume V, volume V, temperature T, temperature T, temperature T, pressure P, pressure P, pressure P. That means if this contains n molecules, this will also have n molecules, this will also have n molecules. Or it means if this has n moles, this will also have n moles, this will also have n moles. Based on this concept, equal volume of all the gases under similar conditions of temperature and pressure contains equal number of molecules. We got that concept. Do you remember that 1 mole of any gas, 1 mole, 1 at STP, same temperature pressure conditions. Matlab temperature is 0 degree, 0 degree, 0 degree, pressure is 1 atm, 1 atm, 1 atm. Has a volume of 22.4 liters, 20.4 liters, 20.4 liters. That is based on Avogadro's law. Now, this question is also based on Avogadro's law. What is the question here? 500 ml of ammonia contains, so let me write here, 500 ml of ammonia contains 6 into 10 to the power 23 molecules. At which condition? STP conditions. Okay. So how many molecules are present in 100 ml of CO2? If I take 100 ml of CO2 at STP, how many molecules will be there? Applying Avogadro's law, here 500 ml of ammonia has this many molecules. So 100, so let me write here, 500 ml of ammonia has 6 into 10 to the power 23 molecules. So 100 ml of ammonia in same STP conditions will have how much? 6 by 500 into 10 to the power 23 molecules. Isn't it? Yes or no? Easy. Will have how much? 6 into 10 to the power 23. Isn't it? So 500 ml is having this much. So 100 ml will have how much? 5 into, one more thing I have to add, that is into 100. Isn't it? So it comes how much? 600 by 500, it will be approximately 1.2, isn't it? So it will be approximately 1.2 into 10 to the power 23 molecules. 1.2 into 10 to the power 23 molecules. Now tell me one thing. 100 ml of ammonia at which condition? STP. This is 100 ml of carbon dioxide at which condition? STP. Same temperature. STP is standard temperature and pressure. Here temperature is 0 degree, temperature 0 degree, pressure 1 atm, pressure 1 atm. Volume 100 ml, volume 100 ml. Number of molecules 1.2 into 10 to the power 23. So this will also have number of molecules 1.2 into 10 to the power 23 molecules. Easy? Doubt? Was this question easy? One more question. Then 280 ml of sulfur vapor at NTP weighs 3.2 grams. What is the molecular formula of the sulfur vapor? Now, my dear students, let the molecular formula be Sx. We don't know what is this X, isn't it? Now, what does it say? 280 ml at NTP conditions, normal temperature pressure conditions, 3.2 grams. So, normally what do we know? How can we calculate the formula, molecular formula? Molecular formula matlab I'll take 1 mole, isn't it? 1 mole will occupy 22.4 liters at NTP or 22400 ml at NTP. Now 280 ml, 3.2 grams. So 22400 ml will be how many grams? 3.2 by 280 into 22400. So if I calculate this, it will come approximately 256 grams. That means the molecular formula, the molecular mass, this is the 2400's corresponding mass is what? Molecular mass. The molecular mass is 256, isn't it? It is 256 grams. Now, each sulfur is 32 grams. So, number of or X, or I can say molecular mass or molar mass, rather I will say molar mass, molecular mass expressed in grams is X into, this is the X I have taken, X into 30, that is equals to 256. So X is equals to 256 by 30. It comes how much? Sorry, 30 no, sulfur na 32. It comes how much? 8. 8 to the 16, 8 3 are 24, 25. Take, right, 8. So what is the formula? So the formula is S8. Okay. So the formula is S8. Easy. One more question. Now comes this question. What volume of liquid will contain 4 moles? कितना वॉल्यूम ऑफ लिक्विड जिसमें 4 मोल होंगे, और उस लिक्विड का मोलर मास कितना दिया गया है? 280 and its density is 1.4 ग्राम पर ml. अब बताइए सॉल्यूशन कैसा होगा? मोलर मास ऑफ 1 मोल is how much? 280. Now mass of 4 mole, mass of 1 mole 280, mass of 4 mole कितना होगा? 280 into 4, 8 4 जो 32, 4 2 8, and 9 10 11, 1120, isn't it? Now, and the density is given how much? Density is given 1.4 gram per ml, isn't it? Now they have asked us about volume. What is the volume? Isn't it? Now density is equals to mass by volume, isn't it? Now volume is equals to mass by density. Mass is how much? 1120 gram. Density is how much? 1.4. So it comes approximately 800 ml or 0.8 liters. Okay. Next question. Copy it. Look here. This question is from today's discussion, Parsonage composition. What did I discuss? The simplest formula of a compound containing 50% of element X whose atomic mass is 10, and 50% of element Y whose atomic mass is 20 is. Now, solution. Let the mass of the compound be 100 gram. It contains 50% X and 50% Y. That means this is 50 gram and this is 50 gram. Now number of moles is equals to 50 by atomic mass 5. Number of moles 50 by atomic mass 2.5. Simple mole ratio is how much? The smallest mole will be divided with everyone. How much? 2. 2.5 by 2.5. How much? 1. So what is the simple ratio here? What is the simple ratio here? This is X to Y. Let us discuss this with you today. Okay. Now take your time to read this question. This is one of the very nice question I came in this 2 years. This question is a JEE main 2018 question. One of the nice question I have encountered. Why this question is very important? Read the question. The ratio of mass percent of carbon and hydrogen of an organic compound CXHYOZ is 6:1. ध्यान से देखो. Carbon is to hydrogen. Mass percent is how much? 6:1. Mass percent is 6:1. If one of the molecule of the above compound, ध्यान दो, if one of the molecule of this compound contains half as much as oxygen, this molecule has oxygen which is half that of required to burn 1 mole of compound CXHY. That means this contains oxygen which is exactly the half of the amount of oxygen required to burn 1 mole of the compound CXHY completely to carbon dioxide and H2O. What is the empirical formula of the compound? Now the question is, what is the empirical formula of the compound? Now let me help you. Mass percentage matlab, can I say this is the relative masses? 6:1. So number of moles, how can I find? 6 by 12, 1 by 1. It comes how much? 0.5. It comes how much? 1. Now smallest, simplest ratio, 0.5 by 0.5, 1. This is how much? 2. Now from this I got X is equals to 1 and Y is equals to 2. Any doubt in this? Please check it out. Please check it out. Any doubt in this? X is equals to 1, Y is equals to 2. Now they said that this contains oxygen which is half as much as oxygen required for the complete combustion of CXHY. Now you need to know this formula CXHY which you have studied in class 8. CXHY plus X plus Y by 4 O2 gives rise to X CO2 plus Y by 2 H2O. This is the balanced general equation. This is the balanced general equation. You should know that how this is happening. Clear? Any doubt? Now, here, this is the amount of oxygen required for the complete combustion of this. Isn't it? So, if one of the molecule of the above compound contains half as much as oxygen required to burn 1 mole of compound. It contains half as much as oxygen. Do you understand? मतलब इसमें जितना ऑक्सीजन लगेगा उसका आधा ऑक्सीजन इसमें है. Clear? So how, as per the given information, can I write like this, that 2x plus y by 4 is equals to 2z. Any concept doubt in this? Can I write? Yes or no? From this, can I calculate z? If I put the value here, 1 plus 2 by 4 is equals to z. That means z is equals to how much? 1 by 2. This is 1 by 2 plus 1. Z is equals to 3 by 2. Easy? Excuse me. Easy? Sorry. Now, what is the formula? CHO 1, 2, 3 by 2. Can I write like this? C2 H4 O3. This is the simplest formula. Please go through this question. This is the simplest formula that can be ever developed. Is it C2 H4 O3? Easy? Any doubt? Did I make this concept clear? Nicely? Isn't it? Because what is this? This is the number of oxygen atoms required. This is O2 na beta. So 2 into this much is equals to twice of Z. Understood? Because this is molecule. I have converted this into atoms. So how many are more from this molecule? How many atoms? Into 2. Easy? Doubt? Is this is the atoms na? So contains half as much as oxygens. मतलब if 1 mole of the molecular above compound is contains half as much as oxygen as required to burn 1 mole of compound. So how much this is the 1 mole of compound? इसका half required, isn't it? मतलब by 2. This many atoms by 2 is equals to Z. This many atoms by 2 is equals to Z. If you don't understand, I'll make you understand by this one by 2 is equals to Z. This many atoms by 2, half of the number of atoms, look here, contains half the much as oxygen required to burn 1 mole of compound. इसका आधा is equals to Z. Did you understand? Sure? Now check it out, this question. And at last, a very easy questions from the discussion of today's part, that is percentage composition, empirical formula, molecular formula. In the next classes, on the next lectures, we'll have a discussion on further applications of mole concepts like stoichiometries, neutralizations, and all many more things in mole concepts to be coming. Mole concept is not a single chapter, but it has many things to be completed and to be found out. This is the chemical arithmetic of mole concept. And please note down my examples, go through it. If you have any doubt, write in the comment sections. So this is a doubt. I'll revert you. I'll try to revert you as soon as possible. Okay. Now the question is 0.1 mole of a carbohydrate with empirical formula CS2O contains 1 gram of hydrogen. What is the molecular formula? This is such a easy question. 0.1 mole of carbohydrate has 1 gram hydrogen. Okay, so 1 mole of carbohydrate will have 10 gram hydrogen, isn't it? 10 gram hydrogen matlab 10 moles of hydrogen atom, isn't it? Then CH2O, is it the empirical formula? Do you say empirical formula to be the simplest ratio? What is the ratio here? 1:2:1. That means, simplest ratio means 2 moles of hydrogen combines with 1 mole of carbon, and 2 moles of hydrogen combines with 1 mole of oxygen. Now we have 10 moles of hydrogen atom, because 1 mole has 10 moles of hydrogen atom. So 10 moles of hydrogen is present. 2 mole combines with 1 mole. So 10 moles will combine with 5 moles. So 10 moles will combine with 5 moles. So what is the original formula, molecular formula? C5H10O5. Okay. Hopefully you are getting these numericals. You are staying connected. You are not going outside. You are keeping yourself safe. And please, please, please kindly stay tuned to my videos. And you like, subscribe, share, and you can comment. I am ready to answer your questions. You can ask questions, any queries regarding chemistry. I am there for you. So please kindly note it down. Till then, bye bye. Take care and keep safe. Thank you.